Perfect timing. Hey there, guys. It's Metro. Favorite song plays, and we're back. And today is the last day of our push week. Mine specifically, at least. Maybe we'll try to do a key off stream at some point, but this is our last chance to get the 3 points we need to meet our goal for the week. We will see if we do it. Don't need many. It doesn't take much, I think, to get where we're going, so we'll see. Hopefully we can accomplish that. Anyway, let's see what we got going on here. If there's any keys right now, there's not really much to prepare for. 21 Plaguefall, well, Oceanic, but we need that real bad, so we're going to take that gamble there. Oceanic doesn't really matter. That key's easy mode. Hey, Marcel, welcome. Bright and early, how you doing today, my friend? Okay, we'll do missions. Forgot about that. We get this calling as well. What do we got today? Ardenweald Dual Quests. A lot of experience missions, which we need. How are you doing? I'm doing quite well. How about yourself? Ooh. Wow, lots of failures. Jesus. Got a lot of stuff to sell, though. Alright, let's get going on these experience missions. I think we need to prioritize that right now. And then it looks like this would, well, one of these would be a good idea, wouldn't it? That's the one. I am fine, thanks. Sweet, my friend. Glad to see that. Alright, let's go ahead and go to Stormwind. Twinkle Wings, that's just a great name for a floating fairy. With a staff made of bone. I love this mount. It's like gotta be. I'm really glad I found I remembered I got this mount, to be honest. It's even got like a bow thing on it. That's really neat. Quiver. What a great mount. Nice high def. Ghoulish. Long time no see. How you been, buddy? Welcome back. Good Saturday morning to you, my friend. Dudes are just a complete waste of time trying to list. Maybe the Ethereal meat will be worth it. Lucy and Thade, they're definitely good. 5. 7. 61. 75. 11. 8. And morning, 6 p.m. here, not here. 6 p.m. Wow. What's that? Eastern Europe? Yeah, definitely not 6 p.m. here. That's 1. It is 1 minute prior to it not being in the morning anymore. 38. And 67. All right. There's a couple more things here. 8. 4. And these, yep. You rating as Lions in 9-2? Then maybe Orc on a line. Ha, yeah, that's a good question. Huh, I didn't even think about that. That is a good question. Maybe. I don't know what I'm going to do with that character once 9.25 comes out. But yeah, 9.2, I'm going to stick hanging out with these guys. They're good people. They need my help. But yeah, I'm going to help them out and continue with that, and we'll see what goes on. But in terms of keys, I'll play this character and do like world content on this character. So then when everything gets a little stale, The problem is, like, Alliance has very few keys, as you can see. So once that gets into full swing, I will probably switch back to Horde on keys. It'll be fun to gear up a second character that I already am confident. This character was a little shaky because I had to like kind of establish it, you know. But it'll be fun to do that on a character that I know so well. It's always kind of like that when you have like I've never really actually done this, but I've seen people who are like rated on like a main. Say like I remember this happened in TBC. Rated on like a main and they're like full tier 6 gear, and then they swap mains for Wrath, right? And then so then like a patch in, you take that character that's still in the full tier 6 and go and level and go and do all the content that's there. It's like, well, then that makes it, you know, all of a sudden you feel like you're playing the game for like a second time almost, you know. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I don't know. I have more plans than reality, so we'll see. But for now, main priority is just continue hanging out and helping these guys. I guess we'll go get some herbs while we wait, though. Just enter this other stuff. I'm pretty satisfied with my situation. Let's take a look here. Geg, what's up, my friend? I have recorded your video. It will be live tomorrow evening. Let's take a look at Raider.io. Interesting times for the game, I think. Yes. Very optimistic. It's really nice to see some of those things that they're doing. Okay, let's see. Metro, nice. Says character 2447. This is actually kind of funny to me. Second on the realm already. Only been here for a month. Umbreon, this guy. Let's see him. Playing Kyrian and really Kyrian and keys. Couple keys that I could easily do as well. So this guy's just, you're hanging on by a thread, buddy. You're lucky that he's probably not pugging, huh? Maybe he is, I don't know. He hasn't done any keys this week though, so maybe to be fair, he's probably way ahead of me. Also cutting edge too, jeez. Well, that makes it easier, doesn't it? He's not even that geared. I was playing Venthyr and keys. Playing the Venthyr build. Withering Plague. Spirit Drain, jeez. Surprised anybody takes that at this point. Wait, it has Blood Drinker for that? Probably an error. Let's see that 23 Theater. That's a pretty high key. That's higher than my main. Never did a 23 Theater. He also has Blood Drinker for that. That's not right. Don't do that. Don't do that. What about my, let's see. Am I still top on the realm? Probably not. Nope, not anymore. 2. A spell. Who's this? What is this thing? Oh, it's like a recruitment post. Huh. I am 170 blood DK on Thrall EU. Is that your top blood DK? On Dalaran. What's that? My character's called Metro Nice. That was the number 2 one that we're just taking a look at. Who the number 1 one is, just to see. This guy is not very active this week either. That's cool though, this recruitment thing, huh? Primarily have done Mythic Plus. 3 out of 10. Interesting. Umbreon. That was the other guy, right? Yeah. That's not me. Obviously, I'm not 10 out of 10 Mythic. Alright, anyway. Still waiting for keys to accept us. There's no keys and nobody accepts us. Very strange situation going on here on the Alliance. Now it has been delisted. Okay. Alright, well, let's go get that calling done, I guess. We can do that, no problem. That one's a good one to start with. Probably these three will do. Good name for a character though, Umbreon. Shiny Umbreon, maybe.
Forces are testing our defenses at the Grove of Awakening. Show them the might of the Wild Hunt.
Who's this guy? Just hanging out in the middle of a fucking hostile area. Where's our named mob? Oh, he's supposed to be probably fighting this guy or something. I'll tell you what, it's nice to have the blood spattered scale on again for world quests. Pretty good for world quests. Just fucking one shot something every 2 minutes.
they
14, 20 to 22 keys here. Yeah, well, don't forget it's a much better time where you are too. This is not a great time for people in general, I think. Prime time, I'm sure there's much better. I wanted to try to make a video on that topic. I'm not sure I'm going to have time tonight. I forgot that tonight's the Duke game. But if I can remember, I might hop on after the Duke game. And hopefully there'll be some keys. Hopefully there'll be enough time to make that video. I wanted to try to do it at prime time, but that game will probably end around 8. I guess, I don't know. I mean, I guess prime time for US is more like 9 maybe. Because there's like a lot more probably West Coast people than there are East Coast people. I don't know. Maybe not.
The Garden of Night is being overrun by Spriggan invaders. Become my avatar, mortal. Cleanse this ground with tooth and claw.
This is just spam buttons, right? I don't remember what this does. Probably faster to not do it like this, but maybe you have to. What's even going on? I'm missing or something? Can we just do this without this? Are they even here if you're not in this suit? Looks like you can do it without it. Yeah, that's good. Faster this way. Sickle-thorn Zapper. See you later, buddy. You going down. Easy chest, pushing P after. If they key easy clap, we keep going. Alright. Doesn't sound like somebody I want to be in a group with, but not a lot of options here. We are now in the group. What's the origin story of the Hey Buddy Buddy? Oh god. Alright, let's wrap that through. So in when I was playing Classic a lot, I'm not really sure like how it first got said on the stream, I guess, but I just remember like I would say it all the time on the stream, and it became like a meme from that. But the reason I would say it on the time, let's see if I can find the clip actually. Let me finish this world quest and then I'll take a look. It's probably not going to be something I can find. I don't remember what I looked up the first time I was looking up. I remember looking it up at that point too. People were asking me then.
Desecrate the sanctity of Ardenweald.
Why am I still in combat? I'm currently shadow melded. There we go. Why is Night Fae Why is Nefe your favorite covenant? Not sure. Just biological programming, perhaps. Okay, let's take a look. Genetic programming, maybe. Here we go, yeah.
What up, buddy? What up, buddy, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah, so that film, I don't know why I always love that film, but it's called Alpha Dog. It's a really good story about I don't know. You should check it out if you're interested. But anyway, it's a film that I had watched right before the stream that became famous on, and I just remember saying it a bunch that day, and everybody was like, "Why do you keep saying that?" And so it just kind of became a thing that snowballed. What's up, bada 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 bada? Honestly, really good film. Probably one of my favorite films ever. Justin Timberlake in that. But the context of that scene is that they're basically going to ask that kid, who is completely uninvolved at this point, to become an accomplice in a murder. And yeah, obviously they're trying to act like nothing's wrong, you know what I mean? So they just go over to his house and put on that fake whatever that is. I don't know. That's the only time it's said in the whole film. I don't know if there's more to the story there. See, it's a true story, and I feel like maybe some of the things that are filmed probably came right out of the real account, and maybe that was part of it. I don't know. Anyway, Geg, I've been switching back and forth with Nefe and Venthyr. I like Nefe for fortified and Venthyr for tyrannical. Interesting. What makes you like what specifically do you think? I would think, if anything, Kyrian for tyrannical. Kyrian does such good single target damage. Ooh, and a lithium deposit. What the fuck? Didn't even know that. Is that real? I didn't even know you can get those in these zones. Neato. Well, we are at least in a key. Oh yeah, what were we doing? We were doing the world quest, yeah. Alright, let me go and do that one quick then. Lady Moonboy Berry, as Sarah would say. Waiting for me over there. You do it with the skip route? Do what? It's this dungeon? Plaguefall? Yeah, all my routes are there. You can take a look if you want to see them. Or just wait and see it firsthand. But yeah, we're going to start with the Invis Pot. Unless we have a rogue, then we'll start with the Shroud. Nefe Deaths do lots of AoE for Fort. Venthyr Swarming Mist plus Bone Storm for some burst every minute. Yeah, so that sounds like the opposite to me. If it was me in that boat, I would probably do the opposite. I haven't tried Chiron, but maybe I will give it a shot, yeah. Well, it's up to you, of course. But, yeah, I was thinking that it would be the opposite. On fortified keys, you can't really pull that big. So if you're not taking Nefe for its defensive elements, then, yeah, probably better to go Venthyr that week. And then, the Nefe on the weeks where you can pull Mad Trash. So ever since everyone is a bare, pretty much. It's just like, let's try to re-walk through that all. So like I had watched the film, I had seen the film like a bunch of times already, so I was a big fan of it, but I'd watched the film, that scene got in my head. And then I come on stream that day, and maybe it's a more popular stream than normal, I don't remember, but I just remember I was in Hillsbrad Foothills grinding. And 3 or 4 people in a row maybe joined the stream and said, hey, what's up? And I was like, what's up, bada bada? And, you know, 1 person hears that, and then 2 people hear that, and then 3 people. And, like, the 4th person was like, somebody was like, why do you keep saying that? And I was like, oh, it's from this film I just watched last night. And I showed the clip. And then it just, everybody kind of had a funny laugh at it. And I was like, oh, I found my thing. You know what I mean? Like, that was that. Yeah. Alright, I guess we'll finish this later. Alright, forget it. We'll finish this now. Not a very good comp. Priest is Necro, right?
How would you feel about spreading a little more sparkly mayhem? You could probably use a little help, huh?
Oh, gotta compete. We got another person here. This is always annoying when you start right behind somebody. Hey, what's up, Christopher? Good luck, have fun with the keys today. Thank you, my friend. Step 1 is finding keys. We are in one now that I'm hopefully satisfied with. We'll see. What else? A mist or something? Okay. Oh yeah, we only have 1 CC for that. Good thing we brought a warrior. I like that Draven standstill power that gives you 10% stamina plus the standstill anima power damage reduction. But when lots of movement... Yeah, I was surprised to see you take the anima powers you took. Let's put it that way. We have a full commentary on that element. I would have liked to see the overall uptime on that standstill power, though. Warriors are going to be OP next year, not unless they get some utility.
That'll show them. Who says magic can't solve everything?
They'll always be a mediocre to above average pick because they don't have anything that the group requires. Warriors have a big niche nobody else is as good at. They can die to aggro quickly. That's true. They're the best at that. You're right. I still have log. I can send you screenshots. Well, the video's done. So if you want to send it to me or just tell me how it's doing for you, you can do that. If not, it doesn't really matter at this point, but up to you. All right, seat up. Unfortunately, Warriors DK's rep rallies bring close to no utility for Mythic Plus, but I guess Warrior is one of the strongest melees. Yep, they do good damage at least, but a lot of other classes do good damage too. How has Prot been doing? What, Prot Warrior? No idea. Haven't played it. Do I have the right trinkets on? Yes. Prod is good. Balancing is top tier this expansion. I agree, yep. Definitely, it gets better every expansion, I feel like. What are you doing? That's why I feel like one day Blizz will add utility to these useless melee classes that everyone will, well, so Blizzard doesn't really care about this. Like, this isn't a problem that Blizzard has because there's more than one piece of content in the game, right? What we're talking about is utility that's useless for 5-mans, but Warrior does bring good utility for raid, so. T-desting, this is 21 Plaguefall. But, yeah, so, like, nah, they're not going to ever do that because it's not like an objective problem. We're just talking about Mythic Plus purely, so that makes the conversation difficult for design. We need a unique talent tree for Mythic Plus, like PvP. Disagree. Do you think they don't care? They've been doing Mythic Plus specific tuning ever since Mythic Plus overtook PvP and tuning. I know they don't, yes. Because, like, it's not an objective problem with the game. They're not just going to randomly add PvP specific or Mythic Plus specific utility to classes. That wouldn't make any sense at all. Things are more complex than that. Alright, here we go. Get this first. Got a flask on here. Tracking ancient mana. Oh, great. I didn't even realize that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Anybody not skip? I mean, I don't know.
The House of
In a
Ice
21, that seems weird.
Someone to kill me.
That was way too
You're
early,
welcome
Jesus
to
Christ.
try.
Way too early.
The horrors within
Would it be that bad if Warrior got a utility? I'm really interested in seeing how that would be bad for the game overall. It doesn't. You're misunderstanding what's being said, I think. It's not going to happen because Warrior already has a lot of things. They just don't have anything for 5-mans is the issue. Just like Feral Druid is very good in PvP and raids, but they never have good utility in 5-mans. Same problem. Those things won't ever change because that's how they're designed, so unless they completely redesign the class, that will be where it's at.
To the victor goes the anima. Claim your power, Maw-walkers.
Oh wow, the Siegebreaker anima power only 14%. Yeah, that's what I figured. You were doing a lot of moving in that key. Didn't think it was gonna be working out for you. Wait, what? I'm trying to... This guy's CDs. Okay, I just don't care anymore. It says the armor part of Siegebreaker is 0%. Can't be right. I don't know. Obviously not right, yeah. I don't even remember what that does, to be honest. But that didn't go very well. I hate stand your ground, even though I'm running it. Standing still is so unfun. I quite like it. Is that the one for Naya or for Korean? Hold the line. That's the one. I quite like that one, honestly. It's very powerful. You think you'll ever give Venter a try? Nope. I don't like Venter, period. I dislike the Covenant at a ground level, so we'll never have any reason to play it. If I didn't try it in the early expansion, then I won't be trying it now, that's for sure. Stand your ground is Draven, I see, yeah. I thought that was the name of the Korean one. Because that one's pretty neat. Okay, we're going for the pack over here now. We have a priest and a paladin, so plenty of dispels. Did you see the changes to the new zone about the rare thing? I saw the post on Wowhead, yeah. When was that? This build they changed that? I think so, yeah. Well, yeah, you have 5 weeks to get revered, right? Because that's when the thing happens, or is there a way to actually benefit from getting it earlier than 5 weeks? It's more work overall, but makes the rep a good bit faster if you do it. Yeah, I was just wondering what like the theoretical time frame is for that. Come on over here, little red slime. You're being taken to your death. You don't even realize it. What a fool. What a fool, this slime.
Intruders, you will be devoured.
The Wowhead post says 26 days, but also says it doesn't count rep from campaign and daily weekly, so I assume knock a few days off that. Yeah. I assume it's going to be like, it'll probably, with the new situation, if you do like every single thing, it'll probably be like 4 weeks. And if you do like a good amount of things, it'll probably be like 5 weeks. So it sounds like it lines up perfectly. We'll see. I don't really have care anyway, one way or the other. Oh, that didn't go very well. Oh, you did that thing? Okay. That's not, we can't break that by accident, right? That just lasts the minute no matter what happens, right? But in 1 minute we are in trouble if that's still happening. Okay, very good damage on that.
It was a mere taste of what the plague can do. Once I control it, all of Maldraxxus will pay for what they've done.
There'll be no issue pulling this week when we have 2 dispels. Just kidding, roll busting. We'll get this too. Seems like a fine decision this week. Need to get an AMS here for this first set so we don't get overwhelmed. Fiends. It's gonna be again bad busting. Jesus Christ.
Beware. You approach a powerful servant of the jailer.
Okay, that was sloppy. Turn those 2 packs into 1 pack though, seems like the right choice. Hey Metro, hope you're well. Tried my first 19th Blood DK. The other side, we missed it by 7 minutes. Oh Jesus. Other than that, it went great. Other than you missing the key by a full upgrade threshold. Well, I'm glad that you had fun. Hopefully you'll learn from it. Wipe on that first boss is very bad. Not uncommon, unfortunately.
Wonderful. More test subjects. Unleash the plague borders.
It's done. I did 24 theater and halls, missed both timer by 10 seconds. Gotcha. Sorry to hear that. Oh good, he's going to get the trash. That was a pretty swag play, if I say so myself. Oh shit, what the fuck?
On my laboratory. When I find you, I'll be happy to demonstrate.
It was a great learning experience, yeah, I bet. I was the last one alive and probably could have soloed it, but it was a guild group, so we kind of had discussion about how not to wipe. I see. I did 15 the other side and missed trash, but pulled everything as I should. You missed one of the birds, yeah. I've done that myself. There's like 5 birds in that kind of flat, round area that fill with water when you come across after you fought the lieutenant and you miss one of those. I do that all the time. Nothing more frustrating than missing a timer by some seconds. Really. I see. I have a lot different perspective on that. It's a rumor.
Now claim its power as your own.
Just take that, just in case. What's your perspective? The most frustrating thing is when people leave keys for no reason. Finishing a key is always less frustrating than that. It's unfortunate that you missed it, but that's sounds like a hell of a key. I've never even entered a 24, so don't think I would be frustrated with that. Whoa, a fire mage. Yeah, it's definitely rarer than it was in season 1. Not what it used to be in that respect, I suppose. People actually like using their utility very well on this key though, it's good. Hello Metro. All is well, I presume. Alejandro, what's up? Yes, all is well. Your presumption was correct. I gotcha. I play with 2 other guys regularly, so people leaving is more of a rarity, I see.
Cannot comprehend my genius.
I wonder if the priest is getting harassed for PI from the mage. Yeah, I thought this dude was going to be like super childish, but he actually is pretty normal. Even the childish people on Alliance are pretty normal. Metro, do you miss the design philosophy of Legion where class fantasy was a bigger deal? Do you think that was a Legion only thing? I don't agree that that was a Legion only thing, and nor do I think it's missing in the game now. I mean, I like the order halls and shit, but other than that, I'm not really sure. What else you thought was present? I think classes are the best they've been in a long time right now. So I prefer that. Plus all that content's still there, which is pretty cool. I still go back and do some of those things every once in a while. I want to do a replay through of the Death Knight order halt stuff because I've just discovered a quest in Classic that is kind of like a bit of a lead-in into the Death Knight stuff that I never realized was in the game. So I'm going to try to do that and make that into a video at some point. Just waiting for a character on Classic to get high enough level to be able to do it. Gilly of mine was like, I want the seasonal tile. He went from 2740 in two days. Nice. Good luck. Good luck to him. What is that? Is that enough? I don't actually know. You'd have to be serious about it. You'd have to really make a big splash this week, yeah. I think he is it's currently 28. Oh, so he's got a little bit of a lead, but it's probably going to be something he needs to maintain.
Let's add an accelerant, shall we?
Beware.
All right, there we go. I doubt it. As someone who plays priest, the harassment for PI basically never happens. I see.
But at what cost? What
Well, that's good.
vile mixtures now course through your veins? That is the plague's true power. It lingers, festers, destroys everything it touches, even the victor.
The harassment for PP on the other Stromy. As soon as I read that, I was like, that's Stromy. What's up, buddy? How's it going, man? How you been?
Amar's dark magic coalesces here. Remove it at the source.
Not been so foolish. Had he reached out and seized the plague, the house
Do you never get bored farming Mythic Plus? For years now, I've just been watching you do Mythic Plus. Daniel, long time no see. I do get, I wouldn't say bored, but I get burned out from people making it unfun. But no, the concept and Blood DK in general is extremely fun to me. So, like a very comforting, satisfying thing, you know. So, the only thing that ever gets me down is the other people. If I could do it alone, if like Mythic Plus was like a solo thing, I would never ever even think about getting bored. Probably, it would actually be probably way more fun. Sometimes it's boring to do keys that I don't need when people hold me back. But again, I wouldn't really call that boring.
The creature is
Almost all problems root in the person,
claiming
not the
power
content.
as your own.
Okay, 15 minutes here. On our way, huh? Perfect. Oh, what the fuck? Not perfect. It didn't even come close. It didn't grip anything. Wow, that was strange. It didn't grip anything. It's like I missed. That was disorienting. I was ready for a big play there, and then I fucking gripped nothing. I remember your old classic prop pally guides. I love them. Sweet man. I totally get that. I have the same feeling for prop pally. I love the idea of solo Mythic Plus. Yeah, it sounds like it would be more interesting for a variety of reasons, but I just like Blood DK at such a level that it's like never... It's impossible to not enjoy, I think, honestly. Some of your old friends started playing again recently? Or they're all gone? Nope, they're all gone, yeah. We don't have a rune to get this for some reason. You have really good voice for voiceover guide content. You should consider doing stuff like that again. Yeah, I do stuff like that again, yep. I make voiceover guides all the time. Alright, here we go. Boss time.
You will not stop me. A single scratch is all it will take. I will slay you where you stand. Your demise comes from the shadows. A single scratch is all it will take.
I don't know why I did that. I remember the 5-tank BFA Twilight Dev. That was fun, yeah.
My blades will rend your flesh. Fear the dagger in the dark.
Oh my god, the group helping you gather them out of webs. Yeah, it's a good group. It's not uncommon, I mean. This is what has to be done. I'm not going to be running around gathering all four myself. If they don't gather some, especially those far ones, then they're just going to sit in there and kill these guys.
No target has escaped me.
This is a DPS fight, honestly. Not much I can do.
Fear the dagger in the dark.
How does that fucking drop? Jesus Christ.
My blades will rend your flesh.
Corruption has to be the most impactful single system I ever added. Obviously, like, the Covenant system is more... Actually, I don't even know if it is, to be honest. It might not be. The thing that was Corruption just kind of got out of control was the thing. I don't think they ever intended you, like, they probably should have never actually allowed you to just pick whatever Corruption you want. But people are too enabled to just adapt and have fun. They always have to min-max, so... Create the haves and the have-nots as always.
A single scratch is all it will take.
Whoops, wrong button.
I will slay you where you stand. Your demise comes from the shadows.
Alright, here we go. 11 minutes for one boss, basically. Think we got it. This trash can be kind of a pain, though, I guess. Audio is fine, but getting a lot of video lag. Gotcha. Sorry to hear that. Doesn't look like it's on my end, which I'm surprised by. What? How insane tanks are getting with the tier set? Maybe you should bring 5 tanks. It certainly wouldn't work for Blood DK. The thing is, if you're not getting hit, you're useless. The stream is loading over and over again. I have no idea, sorry. Probably not. I just take blame at this point because I have so many issues anymore. Never felt as immortal as stacking the verse corruption. Oh yeah. I didn't do that for very long. I don't remember it very well, I guess, but honestly, I don't think it was that big of a difference for me. Yeah, no frame drops or any issues today, so not sure what would be causing that.
Rise, servants of plague. The mother of plagues comes for you.
Corruption was fun. I actually really enjoyed Essences too. Getting the one shot with Purifying. I know, that was actually neat. I really like that. Yeah, the BFA systems were pretty good. They did a good job with the power element of them, at least. For sure. This guy coming? I think we have 8 minutes.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
There's my pet, though.
My firework, my pride, and my doom.
Wow, that's a lot of damage. That was a quick phase. Holy shit, this guy's really did a lot of damage there. Ironically, to the corruption talk, the jailer trinket is kind of like corruption. Oh, is it really? In what way? Like I just stand in that on purpose? Use it once, get a buff and a harmful effect. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't actually seen that. That's interesting. I wonder if they're doing something special with that. Like if that's on intentionally supposed to mirror corruption. Seems like there's a lot of weird, kind of like weird connections to things that I'm surprised are being connected with these last few fights. Alright. 5 minutes almost. Gained 5 points. We got it. First key of the day, we got our goal. Congrats me. I think it's 5. It's take less damage and move slower. I have a dot on you and something else I don't remember. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Wouldn't be surprised if that is an intentional nod to that. Priest's overall was awful, but his boss damage is excellent, so. Did his job. Grats, thanks.
Welcome, friend.
So much for pushing or whatever the fuck that nonsense was in the chat, in the description. Alright, what else we got? Oh, 21 missed. Need that real bad. Guess we should be doing 21 at this point. Sanguine 22? Oh, that's the guy. Do we need Sanguine 22? Yeah, we do. We missed that by like... We had a calamity at the end yesterday, right? Metro long hair, don't care. Yes, correct.
Our enemies gather for another assault.
Paladin wasn't great, honestly.
And put an end to their
But good class to have. And he's Venthyr, so now we got that problem solved. Think the jailer drop a neck that has the same secondary stats as the Heart of Azeroth. Wait, seriously? What the fuck? I'm telling you, there's like all kinds of weird connections in those last few bosses. It seems like there might be something major going on there. I could see that, like, the more I think about it, the more I think that's probably the case. Because it's kind of clear that they're hiding it for... They're not going to just hide those bosses for no reason, right? They're making Salor... Yeah, I think they definitely are. I think it's going to be a major element. Same healer as before. Yes, correct. 3 of the same so far. Warrior, I really hope we don't see again, but he did fine damage, I guess. We got a second mage. What? That's not what I would recommend. Anyway, let's just head over. Sanguino.
Souls are swarming the menagerie in unprecedented numbers.
Yeah, a little bit of Sinvir or whatever it's called. Don't really know what the best route around this zone is. I've never really done anything in this zone for herbing and mining. This zone is just so well destroyed, or so well constructed is what I mean to say. I remember there used to always be herbs right up front of the raid. This is probably one of my favorite raids ever, honestly. I would say top 5. I've got an SD too, but my healer friend is refusing to run it with me. He hates Tyrannical. Gotcha. One of each. That would be fun, actually. What level is yours, friendly Boogaroo? Want to take an 18? No, sorry. Trying to get score at all costs. Here we are, running out of time this week for me. It's a 25. Oh, Jesus. It's a high key. Never entered anything like that. What's next week's affixes? Let's take a look. Grievous Spitefuls, though. This is another good week in my eyes, but I think DPS probably won't agree. I don't know. Unsure how others feel. But we still need a lot of, the good thing is after a week like this, everybody's going to have really high keys. So it should be easier to get some good keys next week, early in the week. And that's what I really need, because I still have some really shitty keys. Good week for everything but miss, so yeah. This guy's actually... It's funny. Okay, I guess we're gonna do this then. Not a group for utility, but at least we're having fun. That's all it counts. There's actually a lot of fucking materials in this zone just hanging around. Alright, let's fly back though. Yes, all 3 specs. I assume that's what their reaction was. He probably put it in his comment or something. This guy's the Frost Mage, this guy's the Fire Mage, and this guy's the Arcane Mage, I believe. We'll find out. Maybe not. Maybe this guy's. Maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. I wonder if you have enough immunities for the first boss. That's true, actually. This is actually a pretty good situation. Yeah, 4 immunities. Hey Metro, do you find that there's less people applying for keys these days? No, not applying. I just find like there's less people doing keys, or like listing keys. But it seems like every time I join a key, there's no shortage of people applying to them. There's just very few keys total. I'm not really sure why. Seems like maybe more people on Alliance like me don't really like doing their own key. 4 immunities plus Bop. That's true, Bop, yeah. First boss should have no issues. This is like a classic group. Paladin. Couple mages. Yeah, let me repair.
Many deals for a friend of the Grumbles. Like you.
And invis to delay it. Oh, really? Wow. Fanciness. Okay, so this is now the 3rd time we've done this week, I think. I know we did it yesterday. I think we did it Tuesday as well. Maybe that was just... No, I think that was just 21, and that was the one we double upgraded or whatever. Let me quickly take a look because I'm interested. Sanguine Depths. Oh no, that was the last week that we double upgraded the one key. Yeah, this week, if we did another 22, it was not successful. It must have been the 21. Rio Moon. Yeah, okay. Anyway, if you guys time this, it's proof that the comp is irrelevant. This is actually not a bad comp, to be honest. We have everything we need in the group. We just don't have things like AoE stuns and shit, which I don't really think we need at all this week. We have what we need in the group. We're not missing anything. So, not sure I agree with that statement. It's not like we have no Venthyr, no Bloodlust, no Battle Res, something like that. Like, we have everything. Yeah, let me eat up. Actually, I'm just going to get 2. I think this is better, actually. 2 and then pull big after that. Take the buff. You use the healing oil? Yep. Neither do much, so I just figured might as well.
Take some real stones to jump in this mean nothing.
4,
You are acolytes of the Master now.
1.
And you will
You need a mage healer. Yeah, they don't make those. That'd be funny, though.
His glory is to
Yep,
die
there's an
in
arcane, there's a
Master's
frost, and there's a
service.
fire. Good. That's kind of funny. Not good death there. Did I do a trap probably? Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. Huh. I didn't realize that. It was going to hit me there. Walked right into 2 traps, so yeah. Three mages. It is cool, I agree. Well, that didn't go very well. But whatever.
One of the more ruthless Marsworn draws
Only 3
close.
deaths.
Be ready.
Which mage spec will win? Frost, definitely. In general, Frost, but in this group, it will be just whichever one is the best player. There's a guy who's like 2,900 in this group, I think, this guy. 2865, so. This guy's probably going to be the best player, but he's the one who just got fucking killed by threat. So maybe not. I was watching people do last boss in Upper Taz on 15 with no deaths. It was a 6-minute fight. Yes, sir. It's going to be an incredibly long fight. But it is only a 3-minute dungeon. Or a 3-minute. It's only a 3-boss dungeon. All 3 fights are probably going to be incredibly long. I mean, Maw of Souls was like that too, wasn't it? Last boss, super long. Guy did it fucking again. I just can't res him. I assume we killed some stuff. Lion side looks interesting, yeah. Nope, didn't really kill anything. Alliance in a nutshell right there. 2,900 offline, he's back. Yeah, Sealer's definitely the weak link. Felt the loss. Bent their Holy Pally. I don't know what I expected. He's been Frost Mage spec. Has Frost been the Mage spec? It's really good right now, yeah. Horde side, that guy stays offline. I guess you're right, obviously. Why the? I just don't get it. This spec is so weird. Why would you use that now? What the fuck? Is this the Great Mage Inquisition? Yes, Arcane. The Arcane Inquisition. I was a Holy Pally. I'm not getting immune? Okay. I was a Holy Pally in this season, and I am better in healing and DPS than him. Nice. Glad to hear that. He might be using the random combust proc. Oh, I guess that's what it is then. Yeah, okay. Because it looked like he added up for this boss as well, so that's probably what's happening. People keep saying how good it is for Alliance, the cross faction. I'm not 100% sure. Gotcha. Well, it'll double the, well, more than double. It'll like be like a 70% increase to the player base for Alliance. I don't think I could resist taking Divine Toll. No, same, yeah. Could never play that class without Divine Toll. In 5 mans at least. In raid, I'm sure it'd be different, but... I'm 9 point... In 9.2, I'm a main Blood DK, and my buddy is a healer, 3. I'm gonna die to this. Wow. I'm still gonna die to this? Okay, land hands, good. Okay, these guys have like no idea how to do this fight apparently. Really, this healer just actually sucks, yeah. He kind of got carried by the first group. Yeah, but based on your experience, you've had issues with Alliance. But toxicities and levers have not been chief among them, yeah. Honestly, might be alright to finish it. Not actually sure what happens on a fight like this. Rune weapon, if I win the... Yes, I do. If I win the parry roll, I survive. Grand Blood's on its way. Knockback does so much damage though. Yeah, it did. Good effort. Anyway, you got 1 res? Nah, it's oh well. Are we done? Yeah, for real. That guy was carried hardcore. He got lucky in the first group. There was no real healing needed.
Souls are swarming the menagerie in unprecedented numbers. We cannot afford to let their anima go to waste.
Alright.
Act quickly before they get drawn into the maw.
Just gonna avoid that guy for a while. See what else we got. Okay, that's a key we need. We don't actually need 21 Sanguine. That mist was gone now, so 21 Necrotic Wake we don't technically need, but obviously it's a gateway key. We'll sign up for this and see if this plays out, but this guy's going down in his progression, so he probably won't invite me.
Sin stones carry more than just the weight of one's past. They also contain quite a bit of anima. Fragments will eventually amalgam on their own, but we can use...
I also need, we still need Mist and Theater. Well, Mist, Theater, and the other side. Those would be big ones. I guess we'll sign up to this then. Generally enough keys to actually be choosy on this faction, so might end up having to go. Oh, that guy's just inviting the same mages again. Let's stay away from that group. That was a bit of a weird group. God, look how much stuff there is in this zone. Pretty crazy. Well, that's it. All the keys are empty now, so I guess we're signing up to this. I never actually turned in that calling. I guess I can go do that. But yeah, in terms of what Ghoulish was talking about before, I do think that the notion of having more players is going to take away from the community element that I'm enjoying on Alliance. But I was actually thinking about this a lot, and I think what might happen is a lot of the reason that Horde players are so insufferable will also carry into them not wanting to play with Alliance players. So I think it will actually work out better than... It's not going to be like a pure, you know, it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be better than you'd expect because a lot of those players just won't play with Alliance. Like, truthfully, Horde has nothing to gain by opening up the opportunity to play with Alliance, right? So it'll only be people who are like, I'm not really sure who would do it, period. But it'll only be a certain type of person, you know what I mean? And I think that type of person will be somebody who does not exhibit the traits that I want to avoid. So I think on average it won't be that bad. But it's still, yeah. Solves one problem and reopens another problem, in my opinion. But there'll be times like, you know, a lot of what this last week has looked like, where we're sitting here looking for keys and it's like, fuck man. Let me just get in any key we can and happily take a Horde key at that point, you know? Even if it's 4 Azralan players. Better than sitting here for 30 minutes. Like has happened a lot in the last 2 weeks. Basically, once we start getting into like the higher key progression, there's just way less keys. We got a lot of Sinvir ore. This is the good stuff. This zone is really good for money. Phaedrum sells more, but Sinvir is second, and Widow Bloom is top for herbs, so it's really good. I'll have to get a couple more 22s in here. I think I might make some time and maybe try to get something going tomorrow night or something like that. We'll see. Feels like I didn't live up to the expectation this week. Yesterday was very disappointing. Didn't get a single key that we needed for score. But we did meet the original expectation. What is this? No thanks. I don't know what this is. To be fair, according to statistics, if you're 2.4 IO, you're in the top 1% of players. Oh yeah, no, I know that. But that doesn't really make a lot of sense considering on Horde there's a lot more keys for the same group. I think I will try to make a video on that if I can remember. Just need to remember. You see, there's basically only 2 keys and neither of them want me for whatever reason, so now we're gonna sit here for probably quite an extended period of time. Ah, 20 theater. Now that's the one. Hopefully we can get into that one. I need that one real bad, and that should be, well, I don't know. On a tyrannical theater, you expect it to go well, but no guarantee. It probably is the key that has the most likelihood to fail, but it should also be a key that has a very low chance to fail if people come ready. But if people don't come ready, there's no way you upgrade that. See, look at this ridiculous density of nodes. It's crazy. Ah, declined. Delisted again. Delisted. Hey, Rifle, what's up, buddy? How's it going, ma'am? So I was thinking what I would do for that video is I would sit there for 5 minutes and record every single individual key, or maybe longer, I don't know. And then I would also list a 20 necrotic awake on both factions and see how many people apply. That seems like a good. It sucks that probably maybe piss some people off or something, but I think it's the best way to. That's another one we need to figure out what the population difference actually looks like. Maybe they will want people that have done 25s. Get people, yeah, that's the problem, yeah. Can't get people to invite me, unfortunately. It's going pretty well. Tried to build a snowman with my son. It didn't go. Snow didn't want to pack, huh? Snow. We didn't get any snow here, but sorry to hear that the snowman collapsed. Need to, if you ever want to build a snowman in conditions where you can't build a snowman, get some water. Depends how cold it is, I guess, too, but just get a bucket of water and grab a bunch of snow, and what will happen is the snow will slightly melt and then refreeze colder than it was, and then it'll pack a lot easier. Can't remember if I have this weird feeling that the water needed to be warm water, but that doesn't sound right at all, does it? But I have this weird feeling in my head that I should have said a bucket of warm water, and I don't know why. I never knew that, yeah. Yeah, basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the snow to change its structure. And the only way to do that is to get it to melt and refreeze. Alright, this the other side is my last chance here, it seems. Groups are dropping like flies. Not inviting anyone. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, why do you list a group and not invite anyone? It doesn't make any sense. Hey, Metro, what is your top 3 expansions personally? Okay, well, I'm going to exclude the current one because I always think the current one is the best. But if you ask me what my number 1 is, it is Shadowlands. So besides Shadowlands, what might my top 3 be? That's a good question. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say Classic is going to be number 1. Simply because it set the stage for everything else. So if you want me to exclude Classic, that would make sense because it's not really an expansion. But Classic is still something I could see myself playing thousands of hours. And it's still very enjoyable. So we'll exclude Classic, but that would be my number 1. So we'll just say top 4 otherwise. Number 1 without Classic would be Mists of Pandaria. I really enjoy the atmosphere of Pandaria, and I again can see myself spending a lot of time there. It's something I've done a lot with Chromie time leveling and that, and you can actually really get a lot of fun out of that because you can actually go and do they're making a video too, maybe. Anyway, you can go and do a whole playthrough of like the domination offensive stuff. You can actually do that while leveling now. It's really fun. So Mob is definitely number 1. Number 2, might have to say Legion, I guess. I don't really know, to be honest. There's really not any other expansion that I think stands out above the rest. There's expansions that are terrible. That would be Cataclysm and WoD, but yeah, I mean maybe Legion and then BFA. I don't really know at that point. Honestly, not really sure. But yeah, Mob is definitely my favorite expansion that's not currently playable. How about your key? Yeah, I guess I should probably just do it at this point. I was thinking about hanging on to it though because there's a guy that I know needs a Necrotic Wake. So I didn't want to change my key. I don't need Necrotic Wake, so it seems like a pointless thing, but kind of rather just wait at this point. Only got about 3 hours left here, so I really don't want to be doing keys I don't need. If I could avoid it. How old are you? That'll be 33 in a couple weeks. Oh, 5 weeks. 4 weeks, I guess. Just look at it in game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 4 weeks and 1 day. We'll give it till 1:45 if there's not another key. Then we'll do mine. God, look at all this fucking ore. This is crazy. Oh, I did the other side last night. Granted, it was only an 18, but I managed to pull off the trick. Was it Nick who told me about that?